Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to From Heroes to Icons. I'm Jason, and today I'm gonna just let y'all have it. I'm just ranting today. There's been a lot of talk within the comic book community, mostly analytics. I don't do the mathematics and all of that of the comic book industry. What's up? What's down? What's hot? Top five and all of that other type of stuff. I like the books. I talk about them. I show the books. Pretty much. But there's been a lot of goofy talk. Can I say that? About manga. And manga's on top, manga's on bottom, and all of this other type of stuff. A lot of talk about who's slabbing mangas and all of this other razzmatazz. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Manga is thicker than most trade paperbacks. So, we ain't even gonna get into that with CGC. Slabbing mangas and all of that. There have been some mangas, I know I jumped right into it. There have been some mangas that have been put into comic book format, a la The Blade of the Immortal. So yes, some manga have been slabbed. But most of them are little short, stumpy books like this. You know what I'm saying? But personally speaking, I love everything. Black, red, yellow, Chinese, Japanese, American. I got thousands upon thousands of comic books. Had a whole lot of manga. Kind of lost interest a little bit in it. Sold maybe half of what I had, unfortunately. But went to some good homes, some of these books. But my children do not like American comic books. They do not like I'm not gonna say they don't like the format, but they don't really care for how the superheroes are presented to us. They have watched with me some of the Marvel Cinematic stuff, some of the DC stuff, but they don't really particularly care one way or another about American comic books. But as far as manga and anime is concerned, they love it, and that's from me. Always watch the Japanese animation. Love the manga. Started getting back into it. You know what I mean? My children themselves let me know what's hot right now, what I should be watching, what I should be reading. You know what I mean? Started collecting new books. Found out that BCW actually has little poly bags for the books. Makes me feel a little bit better about getting these little thick volumes or whatever. But it seemed like Cats is trying to throw manga under the bus for no reason, and is I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about the numbers. I don't know about how much money. I don't care, to particularly to tell you the truth. My comic book collection is only really worth something because of the volume of the books that I have. I don't have no excessively price books or nothing like that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not one to want to go and spend 5, 10, 20 racks on a book. I don't have it like that. And even if I did have disposable income like that, I don't know if I would want to spend 10, 25,000, $150,000 on a comic book. You know what I'm saying? I love comic books, but Lord have mercy, that's why they made facsimiles. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like a lot of us, let's just tell the truth. We love talking about the monetary value of books. We don't even talk about the stories that much. We don't talk about the runs too much. We don't even talk about our favorite artists too much no more. The only time we really talk about our favorite artists is when they do a cover, and if that cover is hot. Come on, y'all. It seemed like if it's money, then we talk about it. And I'm not coming against investors or nothing like that. I don't have the funds for that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't know my comic books were actually worth money until like 4 years ago. Was it 5 years ago now, something like that? I've been collecting comic books for 35 years. I had no idea that these things were actually worth more than the cover. I mean, you go to the back issue bin, there might be something, that, he'd be like, oh, well, this book is, $20 because something special happened in it and it came out 10 years ago. Okay, I can understand that. I got a little age on it. You know what I'm saying? This is a special issue. But I was never really into the books for the money. You know what I'm saying? I love my stuff. I even sent one of these manga in to get graded by CGC. It was a Chinese comic book. Y'all that have watched me before know how I love Storm Riders. I sent the Storm Riders book in there. I didn't get it pressed or nothing like that. It has an extremely glossy, not a cardstock, but it has a nice stock cover, but extremely glossy. And I didn't really, I never had no books pressed by CGC, so I was a little reluctant. You know what I'm saying? I sent the book in by itself. I get the book back. It came back as a 7. I was like, whatever, because the cover's dope anyways. Wraparound cover, mostly green, got one of the dope characters nameless on the cover. Whatever. I didn't care about the grade. The book was crooked. It was jacked up in there sideways or whatever I called them, and I paid to get the book graded. I paid for it to get shipped back to me. Now I got to ship the book back to you. I got to pay it for it to be shipped and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? Whack! You know what I'm saying? And if CGC, and I say this because many follow the people that's on top for the standard. Now, if CGC is treating my book like this is the first book. The first book by Wing Xing Ma, Storm Riders, Tenzai, to get graded by CGC, and you treat it like this? How is the rest of the community gonna look on foreign comic books? How they gonna look on manga? You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what they cost, what they're worth, or anything, if none of us other collectors that actually collect this stuff is actually bigging it up, putting it on Instagram, y'all see my feeds. I got everything. If it get 2 likes or whatever, it don't matter. I'm gonna show it anyway because it's fire. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect, I believe Wing Xing Ma, the creator of Storm Riders, he's retired. But right now, I mean, as a regular penciler and an inker, I'd be hard pressed to find somebody that has been or is in comics now that can beat him. And that's just my opinion. As an art critic and as an artist myself, yes, it is a different style, but his storytelling ability, the way he draws, the backgrounds, the details in the people's faces, even to the point he might put more detail in a certain panel and that it looks painted. And he does that himself. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. And all of this talk, trying to beat manga up, trying to beat anime up, you know what I'm saying? And some of us have actually ingested some of this stuff without even knowing it. You know what I mean? I was supposed to wait and do this video with my daughter. I guess I'll still do it because, she's more reasonable than I am, I guess. I can come off a little bit blunt. You know what I'm saying? A little bit high strung or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, these books are fire. Don't sleep. Don't disrespect the rest of the comic book community that's out here collecting stuff that you don't. You know what I'm saying? Collecting stuff that you might deem worthless. But in truth, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? If you give it a chance as a comic book medium, as an animated medium, if you give it a chance and you watch it and you read it and you look at the stuff, you be like, yo, this stuff is dope. Word is bond, yo. When was the last time, I mean, like, for real, out of the 50 Marvel movies that they made, out of the 50,000 cartoons that America has put out, or whatever, when was the last time you cried during a superhero film? Like, because you felt like, yo, it really touched me. Not because, this one died and I cried. Nah, we ain't talking about, we talking about something super heroic happen, somebody say something dope, and you get choked up. Yo, My Hero Academia, 113 episodes brings the tears. Brings you to tears. You're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Good Lord. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just here Just talking about this right now because I'm really just fed up. Just one side of the comic book community is just like rah rah rah. You know what I'm saying? And if it's about the money, let it be about the bread. Who cares or whatever? But we talking about hot comic books, what they look like, how they read. You know what I'm saying? Collecting runs, getting stuff together. You'll be like, listen, Blade of the Immortal, like 139 issues in this. I think it was maybe like 30 volumes in the manga size. Yo, I think it had like 6 omnibuses or whatever, hardcover leather joints. Yo, you can get some of the hottest stuff. And this cat right here, I always forget his name, Hirosaki Samura, one of the best artists out here. The whole book is in black and white. Word is bond. As far as manga is concerned, some of the most realistic looking people, oh, it's bananas. You know what I'm saying? But we as, I'll say, American comic book collectors just don't want to give stuff a chance. You know what I'm saying? If it's not Spider-Man, Superman, Spawn, or, you know, the book isn't worth an extravagant amount of money. Yeah, all of that's dope. We invested in it. We get our book slabbed, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? But how many cats get book slabbed that ain't worth nothing? Just because they have a dope cover. Then they trying to flip it on eBay for $50 because they can't get nothing for it. Come on, y'all. This is getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys have watched anime and stuff from back in the days. This was stuff like Gatchaman, Battle of the Planets, Robotech. You know what I'm saying? I myself, I'm a little old. I watched Transor Z, which in Japan was Magaziner. You know what I'm saying? The Voltron series. Cats try to act like they don't remember the 15 ships. That was in Japan. The 15 ship Voltron before it came over here. They had a Voltron with 3 robots. That never appeared in America, but it played in Japan. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Speed Racer is Japanese animation. There the church then got quiet again. Like, sometimes it's a little ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? We always trying to shade stuff. And I understand, 8 million comic books sold in a month of... That affects me somehow. When half of the books I didn't buy anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then some of them, I bought 3 of them. I bought 4 different covers for one of them. You know what I'm saying? But no matter how something is valuable to you, if it doesn't help you to share that, you know what I'm saying? If all you teaching is money, you know what I mean? And I want some more money. Let's not, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna bat our eyes at that. But listen, man, this is a visual medium. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that you look at, stuff that you enjoy. The things that make you feel better about yourself. The things that you can pass on to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff, come on now, y'all. We gonna tell the truth. Some of the things that are in American comic books now, you don't want to pass on to your kids. You showing them back issues. Like I said, my kids don't want nothing to do with it. But this other stuff right here, they love it to death. You know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite stuff is Japanese or Chinese. You know what I'm saying? And let's just call it what it is. Some of us, we know Bruce Lee, but we don't know Donnie Yen really. Oh, well, he was in Blade 2. He'd been acting since he was like 18. He was in the original Wing Chun with Michelle Yeoh. And he was a youngster then playing under her. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know Robotech, but y'all don't know Full Metal Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know Speed Racer and Gatchaman, but y'all don't know about Evangelion. Y'all don't know about Samurai Champloo. Some of y'all know about Dragon Ball Z, but then there's other things like Gatekeepers, Escaflowing, stuff like that you don't know nothing about. And because you don't know about it, you want to disrespect it. You want to undercut it. You want to throw it down. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm just like, pardon. I'm kind of just fed up of hearing about it, to tell you the truth. Have camera, have microphone, we'll talk. It is getting stupid out here that the only thing comic book collectors can talk about is the bread. Everybody everybody don't have bread like that. Cats got regular jobs, cats got kids, cats got wives, cats got cars, houses they got to pay for. They ain't flowing like that. They ain't on YouTube like that. They ain't on the gram like that. They ain't flipping books like that. Let's tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the 1%ers of the comic book collective. We're buying the comics from y'all guys. You know what I'm saying? We going on y'all WhatsApp and all that. We on your auctions trying to get stuff. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But we want to just throw stuff under the... Oh, man. I hate to say mind your business and shut your mouth, but it's like, if you haven't really tried something, you know what I mean? Then you can't really come at people talking whatever it is. Yeah, you got your opinion, but listen, everything that comes to your mind, you don't have to speak it. You know what I'm saying? And just like a lot of the Asian culture stuff doesn't flow over here, even in cinematic film, for years now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff still isn't mainstream. You know what I mean? And what is mainstream? It might be in a movie theater, but the only people that's going to see it are the fans. Like, the vast majority of people can't even fathom in their mind, like, oh, I can understand Superman can fly. He got X-ray vision. I can understand Spider-Man. He got bit by a spider. He can crawl walls. He can spit webs. You know what I'm saying? He got superhuman strength, this and that. But you talk about an Asian cat that has some type of superhuman Kung Fu ability, they can't fathom that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? It's weird how we have like these prejudices, I'll say, like in our mind, and we don't even really understand why we feel that way. Or we'd be like, mine is better than yours. You know what I'm saying? It's like the boys against the girls. You know what I'm saying? It's like the seniors against the freshmen. It's retarded. You know what I'm saying? It's a hobby. We here spending our hard-earned money, whether you porter at the movie theater or whether you're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is better than nobody. Nobody's books is better than anybody's books. No, well, somebody's collection is better than somebody's collection, obviously, I guess. But that is dependent on your point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're just looking at how much things are worth, you know what I mean? How much is my investment of time and love for the medium as an investment into these books worth? You know what I'm saying? Is ASM 15 worth more than my life? Worth more than my self-value? You know what I'm saying? What I think of myself? You know what I mean? Although Stan Lee wrote in there, with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, that book is not the end-all, be-all for me. If I can get a facsimile of that, if I can get a copy of that, I'd be happy for that. Because they'd be like, oh, that Spider-Man, is going for $23,000. I'm going on another vacation. I'm going to cop something for my wife. I got 4 kids. So let's keep it real. You know what I mean? Everybody is not on the same level. And then when we just talk above people like that, let me say, we ain't dissing nobody. We ain't disrespecting nobody. We ain't throwing nobody under the bus. We ain't talking. You are. Let us, we always want to get all this information and stuff like that. How about just liking stuff? Good Lord. When was the last time you just enjoyed something? Not that, I gotta get that. I got 7 copies of ASM 300. You know what I mean? I gotta flip them so I can get that Hulk #1. And that's awesome. But while you doing that, don't disrespect the next man. Don't disrespect another part of the hobby. It's all paper. It's all drawings. You know what I'm saying? One comic book is not different than no other just because you may not like it or you may not understand it. And it's no disrespect, and it's no diss to be like, yo, I don't really understand none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know where that go or anything. But manga and anime, as they call it now, Japanese animation, is fire. It is dope. It is one of the only mediums where every single genre is broken up like it is in film. If you want superheroes, there's manga to show you about superheroes. If you like giant robots, there's a manga to show you something about that. If you like Kung Fu, they got the Kung Fu joint. If you want the ninja joint, they got the ninja joint. If you like horror, they got that. If you like that other stuff, they got that too. So because we go wild about the representation stuff, but you know what? In the manga, they got a genre for that. If that's what you like, then they got that. You like sports? They got basketball. They got wrestling books. All of that stuff. You like the mystical? They got that. You like the little baby fairy things like Poke? They got that. But we want to diss and be like, oh, the comic books, da-da-da-da-da. Yo, no disrespect. Y'all know we collecting the same books that we've been collecting. We following the same writers we've been following. Why not try something new instead of just disrespecting it? Because it's not monetarily worth what you're dealing with now. That's what I say. I guess I should have put this on point blank, period. Maybe I might. But yo, that's my opinion. Had to get that out. Had to let y'all know. Definitely going to make another video concerning manga, anime, and its effect on the comic book culture. Yo, like, share, and subscribe. If you feel like giving it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. But if you give it a thumbs down, I most definitely would like for you to leave a comment. If you thumb it down, I definitely would like for you to leave a comment to tell me why. Why you just like to disrespect stuff for no reason. Word up. If I like chocolate ice cream, don't get mad because I don't like strawberry. Right? Everybody got a right to enjoy what they want to enjoy, but there's no need to diss me. Yo, if I like Skechers, and I do, because they better for my feet, don't diss me because I don't wear Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Nikes are too narrow for my feet, unfortunately. And I'd rather spend $250 on comics than $250 on a pair of kicks. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But there's cats that got sneakers like we got comic books. But we gonna diss them? But they are collectors. That's cats that got cars. How we got books. But we gonna diss them because they not comic books? Oh no, we gonna jock them because what they have is worth something. But reading is fundamental. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch the values that you pushing, because no doubt, one day your kid gonna press play. And they gonna be like, oh, well, they think just that. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, oh, my kid. This generation have a totally different mindset than we do. No matter what you teach them, no matter what you instill in them, they respect the calling, they respect the teaching, but they think differently. They value things differently than we do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, can't we all just get along? Sometimes I think fame and all of that is just populated with buffoonish behavior. The more outrageous, the more stupid, the more idiotic things become, the more things get inflamed, the more popular it gets. And I'm not one dude that's just going to goof off and show off and just throw y'all a whole lot of numbers. I ain't never really been about that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even though the wife said I'm good with numbers, I ain't about all that research. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth something, Thank God. It's worth something. I spent my money. Now, maybe before I retire, flip it. You know what I'm saying? We go to Hawaii somewhere, chill, whatever, buy a little yacht, chill, whatever. But it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like Japanese comic books, if you don't like Chinese comic books, somebody like it. You ain't got to throw them under the bus. You know what I mean? I'm going to be coming at y'all to give my daughter. She going to give y'all hopefully the softer side of Sears or whatever. As always, my people, be great and do great. Peace.